of Discord. Can you change her voice to more?
Whose voice?
The Zoom person.
There's
Recording in progress.
There's a person that
yes.
talks?
I guess
Damn.
since you click record, you don't hear it.
Yeah, I sure didn't. Oh, what the?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't say you're muted.
Huh? What do you mean?
I thought it says that you're muted.
Oh.
Oop. Hey, friends, and welcome back to Vibes and Delights. I'm Frenny, aka Friend the Human.
And I'm Slappa.
Hey, friends, welcome back to Vibes and Delights. I'm Frenny, aka Friend the Human.
And I'm Slappa.
Yo, I actually did my intro right for for us having been out for 2 weeks. It's I was not expecting it. But if you didn't know, Slappa just celebrated his how old is you?
No comment.
35th, I'm pretty sure, but I really don't.
Now everyone knows I'm old.
Not in this house, sir. We age like fine wine in this house. Okay. Anyway, how was your birthday, baby?
It was pretty good. I had a huge pimple, so it kind of sucked, but we got some like little patches, so it was okay. It's still kind of here.
Oh,
like
no.
The ghost of my birthday pimple is still with us. Go have dinner on my birthday at this Brazilian place, and it's like a multi-course, all you can eat. Like it's like little trays you guys share.
Family style.
That sounds like incest. I don't like that. But that was from Idiocracy. That's all I can think of. Is they were like, "You want to get down family style?" You remember
Wait,
that?
what? No, hold on.
I'll play the clip. You know it.
We already did it.
Yeah, the Hugh was great.
Okay. Hey, a couple of us guys were wondering, we go family style on her.
And a lot of it was delicious. Some of it was and some of it was what the fuck am I eating? And we almost got kicked out from laughing too hard at how weird the dessert was. Pretty sure we told the story on TikTok if you hadn't seen it. But yeah, that shit was weird. But it was all right. It was the most intense berry thing I've ever had.
Like, for real. It was like all encompassing. Like I was breathing it, I was tasting it, I was seeing it. It was everywhere.
And then we got really full and went home and slept good. And then the next day we went to a goth club in Dallas for like a haunted house thing, and that was pretty cool. We didn't stay long. The vibes were off.
Oh my God, right? Like I really think that it was off because we're not. Okay, I'm gonna say it. Even though I love my friend that was DJing that night, and I will keep going, and I'm not gonna stop going. And that's the point of those kinds of places, is for outcasts to feel like they belong somewhere. But when I tell you that I, as an outcast, did not feel like I was among other outcasts, like I just felt like I don't know, there was no camaraderie. I don't know. It felt like people were really distrustful of me. This was before I took my braids down, which, by the way, if you hadn't noticed, my hair is kind of wily. It's starting to finally like fluff the way I wanted to. But anyway, like I had my big purple, pink, yellow like braids, and I swear people felt like they couldn't trust me. They were like clutching their corsets and everything else. It was really uncomfortable and like not a good way. And I've never felt like that before. And I don't know if it's because I'd never been to that location before. You know what I mean? I've been to the ones that used to be in the old building. If you're from Dallas, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, the It starts with a P. There was like a dispute. The building changed anyway, but like I don't like this new building. It made me feel uncomfortable. The people there made me feel uncomfortable. It was not a good look. And then I actually, for the first time in my life, purposefully walked out and took the 30% gratuity that they added onto our like $6 tab because the line was so long. Like there was only one person at each bar for hundreds of people.
Yeah, they did my guy wrong. The dude was from my hometown. We had a little conversation, but like we got there a little early to meet our DJ friend, and we had a few drinks and just chilled. It was a chill experience when no one was there. It was all right, but then people started coming in, and the vibes changed. And when we tried to leave, it was just like the one bartender and like 50 people trying to get drinks, and it was awful, and people kept cutting in line. I was like, let's just go. Like, how much is this gonna be? Who cares? We got like 3 drinks, maybe nothing.
Right. And like y'all know me, like I've been really, really cutting back. That's the first time I walked out of an establishment without having at least 2 drinks. Like I was really proud of myself. I can't even tell you.
Probably 2. I cut loose. It was my birthday. I had 2 beers, guys. I was going wild.
My guy was up. Nah, like I don't know. It almost like now that I'm like thinking deeply on it, I kind of wonder if the vibes were kind of strange, right? Because we're all like half naked in holiday costumes, Halloween costumes. And like, I mean, I saw so much ass out there, you know what I'm saying?
So much ass.
Maybe that's why, like maybe they were just kind of being vigilant and protecting.
I mean, the people I was getting bad vibes for were definitely the kind of dudes who were skeeving. I don't know what you call it. Just being creepy.
I don't know. I just felt like they didn't want me around because I'm Black. And there was like one other Black person there. She looked so bored. She was so cute in her like little wings, and she was just scrolling. And I saw the visible big like sigh. And then the other Black person I saw was a Black dude. One was helping the door. Oh, 2 Black dudes. One was helping the door person, and he obviously worked there. And then 2 was the person who was hanging around the other people. And when that dude and I made eye contact, like if you're a gothy BIPOC person, you give that knowing like, hell yeah, I see you. You know what I'm saying? I like seeing you out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? With your alternative ass. You know what I'm saying? But when I locked eyes with that dude, the only vibes I got, I think I said it to you. I said, "Oh, we gotta leave now."
Oh no!
because it was
what is that movie? The fucking not another teen movie.
Yes.
What are you doing here, dude? I'm the token here. You can't be here. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'll get out of here. Like that's what you were feeling.
That's exactly what I was feeling. Man, that's what I was feeling. Like I was just like, oh, we gotta go. God damn, like. Bro, no, but it was fun, but I definitely paid for it later because my social anxiety was negative, and I was like about to cry when we were leaving because I didn't want to be late for my friend who was babysitting for us and was doing it for free and came all the way across the entire Metroplex to come help us out. I felt bad because I was going to walk out on this tab and have to pay this gratuity, even though it was literally no more than like $6. And if I'm being honest with you, I haven't even noticed it. Like it had to have been so minuscule, you know what I mean? But I still felt like shit. I was like, not okay. But I mean, it was still lovely to see our good friend and vibe and dance with one another. But yeah, it was weird. Ooh, y'all, let me tell y'all about our day. We have a lot to tell y'all. So half of this episode is going to be us catching y'all up. If you're in the Discord, join the Discord. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, join that shit. Anyway, if you want to, I'm not your mom. I mean, nah, I'm not your mom. Anyway, but what happened today is like I was diligently working and trying not to cry. I woke up not in a good place this morning. I woke up after having dreams about like being late for work because I exhausted all my time for Slappa's birthday. And so I don't really have any PTO right now. It has to, I think it resets or I get more next week or whatever. Regardless, I exhausted all my time. And so I had the dream that I was late and that people were just pointing and laughing at me being late instead of helping me. I literally woke up with tears streaming down my face and sweaty titties. Like it was so bad. And then I woke up and checked on Instagram and I saw Mataz. He's like this journalist over in Palestine, Free Palestine. Not keep that shit, keep it talking. Fuck the government. They don't speak for us anyway. He's been sharing with us, like he's pressed. He's singing to us, sharing a smile with us in his obvious misery. Like, what an absolute legend. I hope that he knows how much we fucking appreciate him. I hope somebody's telling him. I know I'm screaming it every time I see him. I'm always just like, yes, that's my dude right here. Even though that dude don't even know I exist. You know what I'm saying? I hope he knows how much people are relying on him and how thankful we are and how just absolutely like, I'm not religious, but we are fucking blessed. The universe blessed us with greatness when they put him on here. He has been showing us the truth. And I woke up this morning, I put on Instagram and I saw his story, like, which is rare because I rarely actually click on a story. So like it was totally an accident because I just woke up and I'm an idiot. But anyway, I'm glad I did because I looked at the story, I saw horror. It just like reinforced to me that I'm on the right side. I'm on the right side of history. No one can fucking tell me that what's happening to Gaza is legitimate, like is like justified, I guess is a better word. I think that's a better word. Like no one can tell me that they deserve anything that they're going through right now. I'm just like, just keep talking about it, guys, and talk about Sudan and Congo. Apparently all that just related, even all the way back as far as like Osama bin Laden, even I hear. I don't even know. It's just really fucked up. And I'm really sick of being bound in this country. I'm sick of government officials telling me what I feel. You don't speak for me. I wanted to tell y'all some crazy stories today and just make, give you a little pause from the madness, from the anxiety. Take a deep breath, grab a snack. Let's talk about some dudes who be blowing up their lives because y'all wildin' out there. Oh, let me tell y'all what happened today. Oh yeah, that's what I was leading up to. No, listen, this is what happened. So all that happened, me seeing those humans, those poor fucking humans on Motas's Instagram. I woke up in a panic with sweaty titties, and then I'm working and trying not to cry, and then all the lights go out. All the fucking lights go out. And then we look at we have like what is it, electricity company, and it's like a pay-as-you-go kind of thing. Like you only pay for what you need, right? And you have to reload it. Well, I know that I had just got paid, so like I just like threw some money on there and went about my day, right? There's no reason that we should not have any power, right? And so I looked, we are positive for like the next like 7 days, like for the next week, I don't have to reload, which is perfect because that's when I get paid, you know what I mean? And then like we call and it says that someone has set up service and disconnected our service. Now, how they fucking did that, I don't know. Our shit's password protected. So I'm so fucking shook. And I will say that, like, I'm not going to give you my fucking address, right? But I did describe it in a way like we live on North Main Street. Well, there's an address just like ours on Main Street, 100 Main Street versus 100 North Main Street, right? Somebody who lives like around the corner over here switched their electricity on, but instead of just using Main Street, they used North Main Street. So that's great. And then they just turned my shit off. They said that I didn't want it anymore. I just paid all that fucking money on it. And I was like, oh, I've been living here for years at this point. How the fuck? Man, I was out for, I think, an hour and a half at my job. And I was like, already in a bad mood, just crying, sweaty titties, seeing horrors from the Middle East on my phone. And then all the power goes off. I fucking just shattered. My brain was on fire. Everything was burning. I was burning Godzilla. It was not a good look. I was melting.
Yeah, I even asked the guy, like, is there any kind of authorization you guys can do? So, because he said this is not an uncommon occurrence. And I was like, do you not call the people who were on that address and be like, hey, did you want to change your address? And then make sure. But nope, if you just put in someone's address on an electrical company that they don't have, their shit will get switched and cut off until it gets turned on with the other company.
But also, just like a quick flaw in yours is like, how would you verify? Most people have a cell phone now. Most people don't have a telephone anymore. So there would be no way for them to call and verify. They would call a cell phone.
Yeah, the same way you verify for every company. Name, phone number, whatever, there's always something you can verify with every company on your cell phone.
You know what I was just thinking about? What if, much like how my job is full of chaos and people just cutting corners and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? What if somebody, that was the rule, right? That you had to call and make double sure, hey, we're cutting off shit here, right? And then somebody must have thought it was like frivolous, because how often does that happen? Well, obviously it happens more often than not, right? But what if it didn't happen often because of this, right? And then somebody got lazy and started teaching that, oh, don't fucking do that. Don't call and verify. Just shut that shit off. You know what I'm saying? And then the next people after them, they taught more people that. What if the company stopped giving a fuck, like my job? And like they're just now starting to fact check or like go back and be like, you need to follow these steps. What if that's it? What if that's what's happening? Anyway, it's been a fucking day. And as soon as we're done, we're gonna get higher than a bitch. Also, we turned on series on TikTok, and it's gonna be like a gateway for me to start doing Patreons. Essentially, I'm just like gonna put a whole bunch on there and then just move it all to fucking Patreon. You know what I'm saying? If y'all would rather pay for a Patreon than support more TikTok, that's fine. I don't care. I'm just trying to get my shit out there. Beautiful.
I got an idea actually just now. What if we went and found some of the old like epic Reddit sagas and then just kind of acted it out for the series and have like actual episodes of the stories?
I don't know, because they're all really one-sided. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many of those are there? Like 4, 5, you know what I mean? Like that I've read anyway, like that are truly long and that varied.
The internet is unfathomable.
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 You so pretty, babe.
Let's keep going.
Anyway, man, but like we'll figure it out. We'll get the hang of it. I'm just trying to figure out how to rack my brain so that I can stop focusing so hard on TikTok and like maybe start branching elsewhere. And maybe you should fucking do that. Maybe you should act out my storytelling. Boom. Boom. Y'all, I have been seeing story after story after story about dudes just blowing up their fucking lives, y'all. I saw this TikTok earlier that I'm gonna bring up when it's a little more relevant. That was like a dude and was engaged to a lady. So this guy and his fiance are chilling at their mom's house. His mom, okay. You think it's gonna be a just no mother-in-law story, right? No. See, what had happened was, is that his fiance has 2 children. The 2 children are with her ex-husband. Those are their children. Okay. All right, great. And then this guy says, well, we're getting married. Those children will become mine. And then I'll get a paternity test to prove it. Sir, what?
Checks out to me.
What? I just don't get it.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
Sir. I cannot. But like I have been hearing so many stories of guys just getting this fucking wonky ass idea and then just 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 blowing it up, just like, yeah. And they think it's such a good idea too. And it's always the paternity test situation.
It's got to be some kind of trend with red pill shit right now. Like, there's no reason all these idiots are just like, I need a paternity test right now. It's just,
what if it's like a step? Because you know, all those dudes like, follow my steps, like, so you can get a woman. You know what I'm saying? What if they're all like, that was like the last step, is just to make sure you get a paternity test on any child because you can't trust no women. What if that's the last one they've all finished because they're all dying, like it's a dying breed to be a red pill podcaster, even though they still fucking exist, but
it's unfortunately not a dying breed.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that, like, you used to see them left to right. Well, there you don't see them as much anymore. It's the same assholes making the same bullshit ass content.
I think they've just like a good bunch of them have learned to keep quiet. It's like white conservative men kind of learned how to like keep it on the down low that they're actually like conservatives because they weren't getting pussy if they were loud about it. You know what I mean?
You so dirty. It's like getting pussy. Sorry guys, I'm a child. Anyway, but no, that is pretty crazy. What if though? What if it's like all of them eventually bring it up and it's so deeply saturated that everybody just knows that part now? Anyway, so the guy says, I will get a paternity test once we're married and they become mine. And he's thinking because they will become mine, like they're gonna fucking become frogs and their DNA is gonna switch, like in Jurassic Park. But y'all, like, for real, like it was some crazy shit. And then like they started to really start fighting about it. And then the wife had to pull it up on her phone. The mom had to confirm. The dad had to confirm, and even brought a book. Dad did. And then they brought other people in, and it just got bigger and bigger. And he was just like, he was just like, this is some bullshit. Why would they call it, those are my kids? Why would they say that? Why would they say that? Not even understanding that you could love something that wasn't biologically like, bro. And then he was just like, I don't want to fucking do that. Who would do that? So he's one is acting real sus because he doesn't even love something that's not biologically his. You know what I'm saying? Two, he's like being really upset about the fact that he does not want to be these kids' parents anymore. And then he's sending a lot of red flags to his future fiance or future wife that he ain't that smart. You know what I mean? Now, the aftermath is everybody is clowning this dude, right? Like all his friends are like, bro, you fucking crazy. And then his mom calls the fiance and is like, hey, yeah, you might as well just call it quits, bro. Like, I didn't realize how dumb my son was. Like on the real.
Yo, I fucked up. You should just leave. I fucked this up. I fucked all this up. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Cause like for someone's mom, like I don't know, like I think that moms are like I will not say outwardly quickly that I think my son or my child or my daughter, anybody is kind of dumb. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
If it's on that level, I will definitely be like, you should be with someone dumb. And if our kid's really like on that level of not understanding reality, you need to be with someone who's on your level, son. Like, You'll be a lot happier that way.
I brought all that up, guys, because I just have to tell y'all some of these stories. I want to hear what y'all have to say about them. I want to hear what y'all have to think about them. I just want to hear, do y'all have stories about just like the dumbest shit, just the dumb, like I think they even call it the Kevin, like Kevin lores. Like it's always a Kevin who's mad dumb. And I'm like, I only know one Kevin and he mad dumb, bro. Like, anyway, so we're gonna read like 2 or 3 stories today. We're taking our sweet time because we were trying to get you guys caught up with our lives and stuff. But we're gonna try and do like 2 stories, maybe like 2.5, whatever. Anyway, the first one is called "My husband confessed to me yesterday that he's in love with my sister in a drunken state, and I don't know if I should take it seriously or is it just a drunk thing." Now, I will say that drunk thoughts. Wait, is it what is it? Drunk? What is it?
Sober thoughts or drunk words or something. Drunk words or sober thought.
Yeah, drunk words or sober thoughts. So all your inhibitions have been lowered.
Yeah, I don't believe people when they're like, I was just drunk. Like, no, if you say something like, I am in love with your sister, drunk or not, you're in love with my sister. That's crazy that you would even say that. Why is that in your head?
Like, oh, I was just drunk, bro. Like, it wasn't for real, right? People on the internet, they're just like, it's just the internet, bro. It's not that serious. And I'm just like, a person is typing this. This is a real person typing this. Like, you can say it's a troll all day long, and I'm sure that's what, and it is. But a person is typing this, you know what I mean? And it's not okay.
Yeah, the things people type online, I feel like, are the closest to the real them you'll ever get because it's anonymous and people are way less scared to just say what's on their fucking mind. And I mean, I play online games, so I'm pretty used to like trolls or whatever. They're not trolls. Like, I troll people by repeating what they say. Anytime someone says some dumb shit online, I just repeat it to them until they're like, that's dumb. And I'm like, that's what you said. You're dumb.
Yesterday, we had dinner with my sister and her husband, and we all had a lot to drink. After my sister and her husband left, my husband and I had sex. Sorry.
You said it.
Shut up. Neither of us were tired, so we continued drinking a bit of wine and listening to music in the background, and everything was amazing, I thought. My husband was smiling and in a good mood. He's always like that when he's drunk. Yikes. We talked about my sister and her husband. He just suddenly said, I'm so in love with sister's name. I said, what? He said, I'm so desperately in love with sister's name. What I would do to taste her lips. She's brilliant. He looked dreamy and was still smiling. I said, how drunk are you? And he said, probably plenty. I was drunk too, but it still hit me like a ton of bricks. I just sat there and I just sat silent there, and he too was in his own world with a smile etched on his face. He looked like he was a million miles away, and I just went to bed.
He was sitting there with that what's that song? Lips of an Angel playing in his head. Isn't that what that song's about? He's like with a chick, but he's thinking about some other chick's lips or something.
Not that Elvis song.
No. It's some like Creed era song. I forget who does it, but it's like, lips of an angel. I don't know.
I feel like I know what you're saying, but I bet you the lyrics aren't right. Is it Nickelback? No, that's Hero.
It's Hinder. Lips of an angel. Oh, well, my girl's in the next room. Sometimes I wish she was you. That song.
The realization. Oh, how come all those you can't even watch movies, can't listen to music. what I'm supposed to do. Stressed out.
Think about them lips.
You wish I was somebody else.
You got the best lips, baby. Don't worry about it.
Anyway. No, but shit, dude, that fucking sucks, man. He was in his own world with a smile. Just like, you ever just like kind of like gazed off, like you ever just been like giggling hard, you're just like stoned, like super duper just up there. And like
just ponder the orb.
And then just like just giggling quietly to yourself and just, bro, I like know exactly where he is. I hate it for her though. That sucks because it's different. It's not like I'm not laughing at like Cheese being on the moon and Wallace and Gromit going there. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about
what was that reference? Wallace and Gromit. Man, read the rest of this story. You're gonna go off on a whole. You are going way off field.
I'm about to not even read these other stories. I'm just having a good time talking here. It's been so long.
Look, we have
like we don't talk like every single day exactly like this.
Yeah, we do this like the podcast has a format. We read the story. We gotta read the story part though.
Wallace.
Anyways, Wallace said to Gromit.
I'm sorry, I got excited anyway, but no, like by the way, I meant like dreamy because I always think it's so cute and funny how they like went to the moon to eat and they could live there, you know, because the moon is huge. Anyway, I just think it's really clever of them to go to a place that's made of food. The earth is made of food.
I've seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs too.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. All right. And then he just was miles away and she went to bed. This morning, all memories came rushing and now I'm not drunk. It hit me even more what he said. I'm horrified and my heart is in pieces. He hasn't mentioned anything and is acting normal if yet hungover. I don't know what to do now. He has always had a good relationship with my sister with mutual respect. Should I ignore his drunken comments? No. Was that just him being drunk? Yes, also. Should I wait for him to start talking? He ain't gonna talk, baby. I'm not sure he even remembers. He remembers.
He might not remember, but still, like, you gotta bring that up. You can't just be like, maybe he'll bring it up. No, if he remembers, he's not going to bring it up and hope you don't remember. You know what I mean?
He remembers. Hold on, let me finish. What about the sex we had? Something was different, even though I loved it. Ooh. And I thought it was one of the best sex of my life. He was different, passionate, tender, and loving, and he kept saying, I love you. You are brilliant.
Oh, no. Brilliant. Damn.
Just put brilliant in the chat. No. P.S. My sister's always been modest and tomboyish, but she has lost 25 kilograms and has been working out for a year. She had a form-fitting red dress yesterday with red lips and she looked stunning. And we all gave her compliments and she was really happy about it. I don't know why I included this. I just thought maybe it's maybe.
Hey, the more tea you bring, I like it.
Man, but that's pretty crazy though. Like I will say, what I was gonna say is that the way where he was, like I specifically felt myself like you were right. I was absolutely drifting. I'm sorry, but what I was basically about to say is that he dreamed about her, like in the realest way. Like
yeah, he's daydreaming about her.
No, like I mean, it's different. Like as someone who basically like, there's like a line from Archer where he was like, I'm kind of afraid to quit drinking because I'm afraid the collective like hangover will like kill me. But like I was drunk so much and so often, like it was like really familiar to me. And I can vividly still remember how I was feeling when she was describing that. It was almost like she was doing it. You know what I mean? But anyway, whenever I found myself in a place like that, I dream about it. I dream about it. Like it like stops, like it stops becoming real, and then it starts replaying over and over in a weird loop that like it's gonna start over, and then you wake up and you're just like, oh, I can move forward again. It's almost like your mind was like on pause and it was like skipping, but it's like stuck on a good memory. So you're just sitting there, but it's like I don't know how to describe it, and like you can explore the landscape almost in your mind, but you are not there, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's why I'm so adamant that I know he remembers, and I'm pretty sure we all know that he was thinking about your sister when y'all was fucking. Oh, I didn't realize this one had a update. My husband confessed in a drunken state that he's in love with my sister. Update. Hi, the rules of update here is 3. That's why I didn't update Sunday when I talked to my husband. And also because I'm very conflicted.
There's
Also,
rules for updates?
well, yeah, they don't want you to keep just doing small snippets. They would rather you just tell what happened after it's been done. I hate reading tiny ass updates like with the
I've seen updates the next day. They're not tiny, but maybe it's just they delete the ones that are tiny.
Maybe like they go up for consideration or something. Interesting. And then I talked to my husband and he said he didn't remember a lot about that night, especially after my sister and her husband left and we continued drinking. I told him what he said and he didn't look shocked or surprised, just that he didn't remember saying anything. I asked him if he felt it before we started drinking. He said that he always loved my sister because she's kind and warm. Then he said that he thought she looked very beautiful and probably his drunken self thought she was hot. This is trickle truth.
Definitely trickle. There's a strong stream flowing at this point.
Not a strong golden stream, golden lasso of truth, golden stream of truth.
No.
Anyway, sorry. He said, I'm sorry. It probably his drunken self thought she was hot. And he said that he always thought she is beautiful because all my family is good looking, but her weight loss gave her confidence and she looked happy and he was happy for her. I mean, yeah, you can still be like that and you could still want to fuck her and be with her and shit too. I'm just saying you could do both.
You missed one line. He said you missed one line. He said it's normal that people are curious about the opposite sex.
Anyway, so that's probably why I skipped out. No, I'm kidding. But he said all my family's good looking and he was happy for her. I asked him if he could choose between us and he was shocked and said that I was his wife and mother of his children and he loved me. So I asked him if he had just met us. I wasn't his wife or anything, and my sister wasn't married. He said that this was getting ridiculous and he hated playing hypothetical games because people get worked up and fight about things that aren't really. But he said it though. So is he gaslighting her now?
I don't know if it's gaslighting, but like I agree with him because people who do this, like she already knows he said it. He already admitted to thinking she was hot in a way, but like she's trying to get absolute confirmation that he would fuck the sister. But like you already know that. You're just trying to push yourself to the point of where you'll accept it, I guess. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's like the quest for you saying it outright to me that you would say
right.
it. And nothing good ever comes from that.
Right. And the fact that it, like I have a friend who's like this, who doesn't like talking about hypothetical things because he thinks everyone always gets in arguments when they talk about hypothetical things, but that's probably because you're always saying the wrong thing that you should like. I talk about hypothetical shit with you all the time and we don't fight about it because I'm not gonna be a piece of shit even hypothetically, you know what I mean? So that's projection, right? Is that the word?
He's saying that, wait, how's it projection? Oh, because he doesn't like talking about it because he doesn't want to fight, but he's the one starting the fight.
Yeah, people get like, she wants confirmation that he would fuck the sister. He wanted to.
And
if they go into this hypothetical, he's going to have to admit, yeah, I would totally fuck your sister instead of you because I was thinking about fucking her last night. And he knows that. I think you're right. He remembered.
I also would say, hold on. After dinner, he said that he loved me very much and he is happy. And I shouldn't overthink when he said when he was too drunk to even know who or where he was, sir. I'm just not so sure. And you shouldn't be. And I believe that what I said. Anyway, what I was going to piggyback and say on it is like anybody who presses, anybody who really is just for certain, like they want to do this hypothetical game with you, it never goes the way they want it to. People do it to me at my job all the time. Do you really want to fuck my sister? What next? Divorce? Never trusting your brother, your husband anymore, never trusting your sister to be around your husband anymore. What about comparing yourself forever that you and your sister in competition with your sister? What good is going to come from that? And so while I understand that, yeah, I want to hear it. What comes after? What next? And I think that's like a question we often forget to ask ourselves.
I never did that. I never ever forget to ask what's next. Never.
Also, feel free to cut some of that out because I feel like
you were looping.
Yeah.
You were trying to figure what
I was trying to find it. But anyway, anyway. All right, y'all. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. But at the same time, I don't know. Would you continue the relationship after that, or is it dead? We're done now.
If he's not willing to talk about it, it's done. You know what I mean?
Because it's gonna eat at her,
and it's your sister, so she's always gonna be your sister. So your choice is either be worried every time he's around your sister, or talk about it and figure out why he wants to fuck your sister so much, and if you should leave him for that, or if it can be worked out. And if he's not gonna have that conversation, then you should just leave, because that's fucking, like, he wants to cheat on you with your own sister. So I don't think there's comeback if that's true.
I don't think he wants to cheat with the sister. I mean, obviously he said he wanted to taste her lips, and I'm like, but like, I don't think he wants to cheat. Like, I think if he got the opportunity, I guess maybe, yeah, I see what you mean now.
Yeah, I don't think it's a problem to like see somebody who's attractive and be like, damn, they're attractive, and all the thoughts that come with that. That's normal. But that's your sister-in-law. That's your wife's sister. Like, do you not have any lines you can keep yourself from fantasizing about relatives? That's your sister now. It's crazy. Like, that's fucked up.
Oh man, that reminds me of like my ex-husband's family. Man, the in-laws was fucking the in-laws, man. Them people was crazy. Like my his cousin's husband, right? So we're both married in. He made a pass at me. He made a pass at the next bitch who married in. He made a pass at his own cousin, like his wife's, you know what I'm saying? The like family, like the sisters, the brothers, the cousins. He was fucking everybody, bro. Oh, it was disgusting. So I know that's
trust a dude like that.
That's what kind of dude this must be then, because I don't know. Like, I never saw your sister as fuckable, and I never. Well, now Tova back in the day was very nice to look at. However, did I date them? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, did I after? No. Like, I don't know. No. What about my sister?
Your sister's hot. Your mom's hot, but I don't want to fuck them at all. I don't ever like think, damn, I wonder what it's like. No, that'd be gross. That's my mom. Like, that's my sister. I love her. I love both of them, but not like that.
So you're so fucking cute. You know my family loves you too. What you got next, baby?
I've got a story about stepdads because I had a stepdad, so I kind of understand. I wish I had this stepdad. He sounds like a cool dude. Am I the ass? Just the way this title's written, also, by the way. Am I the asshole for banning my son from letting his mom's husband touch anything I buy him?
All right.
That's a roundabout way of saying, am I an asshole for banning my son from letting his stepdad touch anything I buy? Like, why would you just say it, bro?
Double negative.
Right. Long story short, my ex-wife and I are divorced. That's why she's your ex. We share custody of our 7-year-old son. I usually buy my son stuff and send them to his mom's house since I travel for work a lot. The thing is, I'd sometimes see his mom's husband wearing the stuff I get for him, my son, to clarify.
So he knows he's writing it confusing.
Yeah, he's really being verbose around this subject. Like when I bought him a dinosaur wristband, I accidentally saw, wow, this is hard to read the way he writes that every time. Every time he writes it like this. I accidentally saw his mom's husband wearing it in a photo they posted on Facebook. It kept happening, and I had to speak to my ex-wife, and she said her husband does this while playing with our son. I expressed my grief and discomfort regarding the issue and got brushed off. Last week, I had a business meeting abroad, and I couldn't go with my son to watch a baseball game. I'd already bought and sent him a baseball glove a while back, and later in the day, I saw a picture on Facebook of his mom's husband wearing the freaking glove in his hand while taking a photo with my son. I immediately canceled my trip and went home to discuss the issue since my ex-wife was basically minimizing the situation. I had a huge argument with her. I never speak to her husband at all. And I banned my son from letting his mom's husband touch or wear anything I got or will get for him.
Whew. I'm thinking hard, bro. Like he got me thinking, bro. He said we have, what is it, adjectives, we have pronouns, we have titles, but we're not gonna call him the stepdad.
That's not a
We're
stepdad.
not gonna do it.
There's no step pappy.
No step sire.
No step papa. That's his mom's husband, all right? Nothing else. That's it.
Bro, keep going. No. Okay, I'm gonna say it. So yes, it is my brain is on fire. Okay, like he wrote this bad, but I get it. I said it. I get it. Please God, I hope my family never hears this. But if they do, I mean, it's not like I haven't told my mom. So, but it's just embarrassing because I feel bad about it, but I really feel this way. And I call my mom's husband that. My mom's husband, like one time he backed into my car in the driveway. And I was like, my mom's husband. And people were like, why are you saying it like that? And it occurred to me that I could have said that.
Damn, you didn't want to say it.
But it's the truth. I'm not ready. And I don't know if I'll ever be ready, but that's different. That's like a love I have for my dad. My dad told me that people who call their dads daddy earned the title. He hasn't earned it.
I understand that completely because I did have a stepdad, and he had to earn that. You're right, and I feel like for a kid, that's completely normal. You do not have to call them a stepdad. That's your mom's husband till you appreciate them enough to call them that. But this is the ex-husband. Like, bro, if we get divorced and you're with another dude, you get married, that's their stepdad. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
like I
gonna
mean,
be weird about
you
it.
made this situation happen. Like,
Right. Like, there would be no stepdad if I was just the dad still. You know what I mean? No one else would be brought into the situation, but it happened. That's stepdad. I would not be writing this much. It's much shorter to say stepdad.
right. I think that's what it is like, but like, yeah, slaps are right. Yeah. But like, I think I hadn't admitted that to myself, actually. You know what I mean? And so that was a little opening. I'm sorry, guys. But like, I think also maybe he's not ready to accept that he fucked his life up this much.
But I also think just the vibes I'm getting from the way he talks and the other shit he says, there's more. Sorry guys. But just the way he talks, like, I could see how he fucked it up. You know what I mean? He's gone all the time and he's like super controlling about this type of shit. So
And it's pretty obvious that he's getting them these gifts to make up for that fact. Like he's love bombing his son, essentially.
you remember Liar Liar with Jim Carrey?
Oh my God, right? Yes.
That's
yes.
the movie right here.
Yes.
Like, he was gone all the time and he hated that the stepdad was like at least trying to be really daddy to this kid.
Oh, it's like that in 2012 too.
Oh,
Okay,
this is just a
finish the
common
story.
thing, I guess. Okay, wait. So he told him, don't let him ever touch nothing I buy for my kid. And my ex-wife started screaming at me, which caused our son to cry, damn, in front of the kid, and called me an asshole, saying that her husband was just trying to let our son have fun and wearing the glove would cheer him up and make him laugh or something. I refused to discuss it any further, but she decided to escalate by calling my mom, who unusually sided with her, and told me I was being unreasonable and unfair towards my son. I just feel like I'm protecting my boundaries after being brushed off for so long. But am I the asshole? It's crazy how like abusive people like incorporate boundaries and shit into their controlling now. Like, people like learned about this shit more, and then the abusers got called out enough to where they're like, it's my boundaries, bro.
Oh my gosh, you're so right. They do be doing that too. Like ooh, what if she went to therapy and started doing that and to him, and that's why he's on here writing it so
Specific.
like so around the world and I you know what I'm saying? What if that ooh, he's trying to manipulate us in this post, bro. Like,
oh, for sure. Like, there was one I wanted to read earlier. What was it called? It was entirely deleted because the dude got so fucking.
Was it the sugar baby thing?
Yeah, he was like mad that his girlfriend got through college because she had a sugar baby, and she was like, I couldn't have done that without a sugar baby, and if I could do it again, I definitely would, because I wouldn't have like had this great career I have now without doing that. And he got so pissed, and he's like, I'm gonna leave her.
you mean sugar daddy, right? His girlfriend had a sugar
What did I
daddy,
say?
a sugar baby.
Yeah, she was
the sugar baby. Oh, okay. Amen.
Yeah, everyone in the comments was like, can you give us a lesson or something? That sounds amazing. But he was like upset that he had to work 2 jobs and shit to get through college, and she just took the easy way and had a sugar daddy. And he deleted that shit. That's like the same kind of.
It's really crazy. Like, I saw this just on a whim, just scrolling by on TikTok, and I found this guy's post, and he, like, at first I was like, why is this person on my page, or like on my For You page, you know? And it was like, he looked like a hotep type, you know what I'm saying? And like, generally, like when I looked on his profile, it just was hotep shit, and I was like, that's what I mean. Like, he looked like it. I clicked on his page, I saw it, you know what I mean? And so I flipped back because he made this post. Question: your son's girlfriend wants to make a collage of memories on poster board for his graduation. Not one picture of him and his father. who has been present in his son's life are on the college upon completion. His father sees this and is livid. Whom should he blame? Her, your son, or you for allowing it?
Himself.
Right.
Like if your kid doesn't want you around, that's your fault. As a parent, you fucked up. They don't like you.
And they read it just as haphazardly. Anyway, whatever, they wrote it weird. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I was reading it, I got confused. But when I first read it a couple of days ago, or no, yesterday, it was like I commented, why would he blame anyone other than himself for his lack of presence in the pictures? And those are my specific words because I just knew it was some hotep shit. So I was being careful on how I was saying it. And it was, my comment was like disabled. I tried to like it and the like retracted. And the only reason I tried to like it is because like I was like wondering if the post had been deleted. Well, it had like a bunch of views on it. And it was just like a photo, just like a random photo, but it had like a bunch of views on it and nothing. So I think that he deleted, like, I don't think there were any likes on it because everything said 0 except for how many views were on it. And then I was like, oh, he must have got baked in them comments, bro. He must have got annihilated. And like, so I was going to stitch it. And I think instead I will just make a little post here. I might make one this evening, but like that shit's crazy.
So I was worried about this one when I saw the other one got deleted.
Yeah.
Because just like the other one in that, he got roasted in these comments because he's only 8 hours old. I'm glad it's still here. I'm sure he'll delete it tomorrow when he sees all these comments.
You want me to screenshot this shit?
If you want to read it, I guess. But like everyone was like, you went to a business meeting abroad and didn't go to the game, and then you were mad that you saw your son having fun with his stepdad. So you canceled your meeting and came all the way back just to yell in front of your son and like traumatize him. You could have just not gone to the meeting, obviously, and gone to the game if you really cared enough. But you're just mad, dude. You're just mad another dude is loving your kid more than you are because you don't love your kid that much.
Man, I didn't even think about that. Like, as soon as you started talking about like you canceled your flight or you canceled your trip, I was like, oh wait, that means that he could have did it the whole time and he chose not to. God dang, why would you want to do that? But you know what though? I was like thinking like, why would anybody want to be at work? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
if I don't have to do work, I'm gonna hang out with the fam. Especially if we're going to do something like a baseball game. I don't like baseball, but it's fun to go to the games.
yeah. But like, but you know what? There's always a baseball game happening when the tattoo conventions in town. It's sickening. Y'all don't know how to drive. Anyway, probably had too many of them expansive ass beers, and now y'all can't drive correctly in your giant Tahoes, extended cab Tahoes. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm just like, y'all doing a lot. Y'all doing a lot because that's a lot. You know what I mean? Anyway. But why wouldn't you want to work like unless he travels a lot in like the way like he's like a travel agent or something? I don't know. That's crazy, dude. Well, I feel like we got a little long-winded there. We're kind of out of practice. But at the same time, maybe this is kind of where I want to head. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we read a lot of like, we used to read a lot of stories and we talked about a lot of things, but now like, let's just like talk about things, you know, like let's just center around a topic. It's been a long time since I've run a podcast where we just kind of center around a topic of sorts or just like our feelings and thoughts. And I don't even know if y'all are even interested in that. Did y'all like us like kind of catching y'all up on how it's been the last couple of weeks, or did y'all like more of the story? Like, I would like to know. And also because I just want to make sure I keep doing what y'all want me to do. And also, I just want to say thank you guys. Like, once again, in the Discord, join the Discord. We have such a good time in there. I was telling you guys about my electricity issues earlier. I just want to say y'all are all like the best. Like, y'all made me laugh, and I really just want to say I appreciate y'all for that. And I'm always like lifting up each other. Like, we added like a neuro like divergent channel, and like we all kind of came together and congregated in there, and we had like a really good time. We were like, God, wow, all of us. So all of us, well, you know, and like kind of forever exploring our gender identities, and forever exploring like how our brains feel. I like hearing you guys describe your brain feels. Like, man, this spaghetti makes me think about that one time. Like, you just go in the fucking story. Like, we do that a lot in the Discord. Man, let me tell you about this one time. You know what I'm saying? And I just love like the storytelling and like the sense of camaraderie and like just the sense of belonging. And I feel like a lot of us, like, if you're here, if you're in my Discord and you're listening and you're in the live react channel, like typing your thoughts down and conversating with us, you know, because I fucking love it when y'all do that. Just because because like I have so many thoughts, like I want to hear what other people are thinking in the moment, you know. But like, I don't know, I just basically just love seeing you guys engage and love seeing y'all not feel so alone in the darkness. And what with what's happening in Gaza, what with what's happening in Palestine, what's happening to us as a people, just as humans. Just remember to take a breath. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. Just fucking take a breath. Anything else, Slappa? Also, oh yeah, I'm not reading a third story because I'm stoned.
Yeah, you got so sentimental. I forgot I had something to say, but I forgot. Yeah, like, dang. Yeah, we're high. Stepdads. Details. I want to know details.
What's
your stepdad's name?
Oh yeah, you know what's something that I wanted to like add on there is like there's a song called Jesus is the One, and like it kind of rolled through on like my random shuffle the other day, and the the first things out of his mouth, you know, like old rap, they used to like shout out like stuff that they're into, you know what I'm saying, like whatever hood they came from and shit like that. And in gospel songs, you know, what fucking church they come from anyway. But like um he's doing his shout outs, and he was just like free Palestine, and I was like, whoa. He said, what now? When did this come out? He said free Palestine and RIP Betty White. She ain't dead yet, but for when she died. And I was like, Betty White. Or was it last year? I forgot. Anyway, it's been a long ass year. I'm just gonna say that. But I'm also at the same time so shocked. It is the end of the year. Like, that's just crazy. I feel like this deep sense of like our parents. Like, I don't know. It's like I just felt like all they ever did was just move forward. They didn't want to think too hard about anything. That's what I feel like. It's just don't get a paternity test if you're in a stable marriage.
Oh my God. Oh shit. One time
Yes.
on Facebook, I used to be in these like political groups, and people would just bicker and argue about whatever. I think it was like during Trump era type shit, you know.
Ew, censor his name. 45, bitch. That damn orange.
You're gonna make me forget what I was talking about. But I got into arguing with this one dude, and he started getting personal with it. I think you remember this, because you get anytime I talk about some dude got personal, you get real mad. Like, that's unacceptable. But he was like, have fun raising another guy's kids, and I was like, like, my kids look so much like me. It is, I feel bad for you. Like, I really hope they would look way more like you, but they look too much like me. So I was like, where'd that even come from? Like, you can click on my, like, he definitely clicked on my page because my cover thing on the top was the kids. And I think usually my profile was just one of the kids making a dumb face, like all the time. Like, any new dumb face, that would be my profile. But so like, you could see me in my photos and next to my kids. Like, I've never cared or worried about that. So like these dudes like making it a trend to get a paternity test when it's like your kid looks just like you. What are you doing? What is going on with the world?
Don't be a Kevin. Yo, that shit crazy, by the way, because my kids, I wish my kids looked like me, man. Like I had my family's children. Our daughter looks exactly like Slappa, like hair color and all, same eyes, beautiful
She
face.
didn't really growing a beard that well.
It's like, you'll never grow a beard like me. But no, like her son looks exactly like my mother, like eyebrows and everything. So one day I guess on my own people, like, yay. I'm not gonna, these are my kids. These are my kids. I need a paternity test. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, you should get one, babe.
Like I didn't push it, like I didn't shove them out of.
We should get into fake Reddit stories. That'd be a really good one.
Okay.
Where the wife gets a paternity test because she's so dumb.
I'm pretty sure there is a story just like that. Like I've read like just one like that, where she was like, I want to get a paternity test because he's been cheating. And so I want to get a paternity test. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. We will leave you be. But check out the TikTok series Reddit Rainbow After Dark on TikTok.
I remember when you were talking about how we're just bullshitting.
Oh yeah, go ahead, babe.
Topic
Yeah,
episode. Go ahead. What if we had like guests, like if any of y'all on Discord feel up to it, just hanging out with us and recording about a subject? I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah. Oh, I would say that's fine. I think that would be all right. And then we could kind of segue into our friends. Maybe we'll start with our friends and then we'll segue into the Discord. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That sounds like fun. That sounds like a great idea. And then we can, all right, yeah. And then we could probably do that on the weeks I'm in office. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate like concentrating. We could just like vibe or something. I don't know. We'll talk about it. Anyway, I hope you guys have a lovely day. I hope y'all take care of your brain matter. And I hope y'all stop and take a breath. And I hope you laughed. And I hope that it felt cozy in here. I really just wanted y'all to feel cozy because I sure did not feel cozy today. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to say I appreciate y'all all the time and bye.
Have a good weekend.
Love you guys.